The NCAA men's hockey tournament is just around the corner. It's not just top teams versus top teams, it's often top prospects versus top prospects, making it one of the most exciting events on the hockey calendar. So let's talk about some of the top prospects at the tournament, along with a couple of standout college free agents. Our journey begins with the Michigan Wolverines, one of the sport's most impressive teams. Up front, they're led by top 2023 prospect Adam Fantilli. He's having a season for the ages with 61 points in 33 games. He's a dynamic puck carrier, a lethal shooter, and an impressive and constantly improving playmaker. Add in the physicality and speed, and there's little doubt that he's a first overall caliber talent. Gavin Brindley, another 2023 prospect, has formed a dynamic duo with Fantilli in the second half. Number 4 is a buzzsaw, zipping from one check to the next. He's slippery along the boards with well-timed cutbacks, and how about this stick lift into a pass to the slot? That's who he creates a lot of offense. But he's also a strong transition player, working the give and go and overwhelming opponents with high-speed attacks. His hands and creativity only seem to improve with each passing week. Speaking of hands, keep an eye out for Florida Panthers prospect Mackie Samoskevich.
Samoskevich cruises in, scoops it up, there he goes. Right through the defense, he shoots! But yet to connect, but they're still going. Here's Samoskevich with a great move. Samoskevich. Here's Samoskevich coming in. Shot, score!
A trio of Devils prospects lead Michigan's back end. Most are familiar with Luke Hughes, a smooth, electrifying talent with a knack for the absurd, and he's improved a lot defensively this season. But there's also the shifty and creative Seamus. He fakes one way and goes the other to deftly slip and weave through traffic, and look at those edges. Ethan Edwards, a low-scoring but high-impact fourth-rounder, has become a well-rounded force for Michigan. There's the physical game. He's also always joining the rush. He likes to pop straight down the middle in the offensive zone for chances, and as the season has progressed, his creativity has skyrocketed. Look at this little spin for the breakout pass. That's a fun little play you see from him often. Next up, the team Michigan beat to capture the Big Ten championship, the number 1 ranked Minnesota Golden Gophers. Minnesota also has a stacked blue line featuring 6 NHL draft picks. Jackson LaCombe, a Ducks second rounder, is the most offensively inclined of the bunch. With a combination of skill, deception, and pace, he controls the flow of the game from the point. He's the NCAA's top playmaking blue liner not named Hughes or Hutson, and he's got a bomb of a shot. Their top line might be the most dangerous in the country, featuring offensive dynamo Logan Cooley, dual threat scorer Jimmy Snuggerud, and the robust Matthew Knies. Cooley's so dynamic. He fries opponents with crossover-laden rushes and rapid-fire stick handling he seemingly creates out of thin air. The benefactor of many of these plays has been Jimmy Snuggerud and his rather insane shot, but Snuggerud has been just as influential in Cooley's success. His deceptive, precise playmaking has created space for Cooley off the rush and in the offensive zone, and he's just a weapon on the forecheck. While Knies' point totals aren't as lofty as his line mates, he's been a play driver. He is the line's best defensive player, and the playmaking has improved considerably. Where he used to throw pucks away, he now finds a teammate in the slot. He remains an absolute force along the boards, combining a bulldozer mentality with incredible finesse to escape pressure and gain the inside. Denver, the reigning NCAA champions, lost last season's top 4 scorers, but remain deadly. Much like Michigan, Denver's blue line does a lot of the heavy lifting in the offensive zone. Sean Behrens, an Avs pick, looks like, well, a perfect fit for the Avs. He's a deceptive puck carrier and a nasty passer. He gets players' feet moving in the wrong direction, beats them, and then sets up chances in the slot. One of the prospect sphere's best rush defenders, too. Shai Buium, a Red Wings second rounder, is always looking for opportunities to create. He activates, stays in deep, dangles through opponents, and makes the extra pass to turn a chance into a sure thing. He's on a significant upward trajectory, with his skating and defense constantly improving, a project he remains, but the upside is so exciting. But neither of those two led Denver's blue line in scoring. That honor belongs to Michael Benning, Panthers property. Deception's the name of the game for Benning. He fakes one way, goes the other. He fakes shots to set up passes and fakes passes to set up other passes. In top form, keep an eye out for number 20. Let's go to the East Coast and talk about Boston University. History is meant to be broken, and Lane Hutson decided it might as well be him. We talked about him at great length in an earlier video, so just enjoy this quick montage from his play down the stretch.
To the left side. Dancing into the zone now. Centering pass. Peterson scores! Down. Far side. Up top. Lane Hutson. Fires the shot. He scores! The Hockey East Rookie of the Year makes BU Hockey East champs.
Up front, watch out for a couple of first-year players, Ryan Greene and Devin Kaplan. Greene's skill level has shown bright all season. He smoothly slips around defenders and occasionally through them with a knack for hitting teammates in the slot. He's looking like a solid find for the Blackhawks. Kaplan, a Flyers pick, lacks speed but makes up for it with rapid-fire passing. He always, and I mean always, looks for the pass over a dump-in or low-percentage shot. He weaponizes his lower pace of operation, drawing in defenders only to pass through them to an open teammate. A few miles away lies Harvard, a skilled, structured team. They have 15 NHL draft picks headlined by Flames first-rounder Matt Coronado and Canadiens prospect Sean Farrell. Farrell's one of the most intelligent prospects in the sport. He's an amazing film study player. What he lacks in speed and size, he makes up for with intelligence and skill. He's a skilled backhand passer, setting up chances along the boards after winning the body position battle. Where many drive play forward, he delays and finds a better option. He's a true advantage creator, the type of player who constantly draws pressure so his teammates will have more space. Alright, let's take a quick break and talk about 3 college free agents. Those subscribed to EP Ringside already know all about these players and dozens more. Go to epringside.com and subscribe for all your hockey needs, and also check out the 2023 NCAA Free Agency Guide. First up, Cornell Sam Malinski. Look at this guy. Look at him go. He's dynamic from the point, faking shots and passes, keeping his feet moving and making defenders move their feet in all the wrong directions. Quick changes of pace keep defenders guessing, and after beating the defender, he shows both passing and shooting skill. He hits teammates with slick passes and pump fakes before shooting. He's a robust defender too, getting a lot of stops, and he runs people over. He has legitimate NHL upside. Minnesota State's top pairing of Jake Livingstone and Akito Hirose are also top free agents. The Mavericks are a perennial contender, even without the marquee names of other programs because of their structure. They dominate either end of the rink with overwhelming defensive pressure and a dynamic in-motion offensive zone structure. Both Livingstone and Hirose benefit. They jump into the play constantly, often looking for one another. Hirose loves this step-in, cut-back, and pass sequence that builds the offense. Meanwhile, Livingstone's always looking for teammates in the slot with shot passes, and keep an eye out for his activations straight down the gut. How about a few NHL picks who might not be as well known as the others? Stephen Halliday is a great place to start. He went undrafted in his first 2 years of eligibility, but his breakout 95-point season in the USHL led to the Senators picking him. Lumbering, yeah, but he's a master of the pass. Instead of trying to skate through opponents, he looks for the give and go. He delicately feathers pucks through tiny openings. Quick fakes and little deceptive actions hide his intentions. Everyone knows the pass is coming, but no one knows when or where, and he's a sneaky skilled shooter too. Sam Lipkin, the second last pick in the 2021 draft, looks like the next NHL player to come from the Bobcats. With puck protection skills, off-puck instincts, and a sniper's release, he's going to be a scoring threat against any team in the country. Watch out for this Coyotes pick. With Lipkin and Moore, Quinnipiac only lost 4 of their 37 games. Colgate beat them twice. Then Colgate downed Harvard in the ECAC championship game. If they're to continue with the upsets, it'll likely be thanks to Alex Young, a Sharks 7th rounder. He's a highlight reel machine with a seemingly limitless bag of tricks. Toe drags, backhand dekes, and slip passes are just some of the ways he beats opponents. The action begins on March 23rd, don't miss out. Enjoyed this video? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and then check out eprinkside.com.